What's up everybody, Matt back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about something that I think is super important for your photography business. This is going to be part 2 in the series of starting your own photography business. So without further ado, let's get into it. For starters, this is going to belong in your wallet. You should always have it on you, and it's a key piece in creating an official business. Without it, you kind of look unprofessional, and it just helps you to look better. So, this is what it is. Alright, so now that you know that we're talking about business cards, I'm going to discuss a few of the things about them, why I think it's important to create an official business, and you need these, what you should put on the back of them, how to get your logo designed, and also where you should print them. So, I'm going to discuss all those things in the coming few minutes. So, first thing that I'm going to talk about is what they do for you and how they create a more official looking business for yourself. So, let's say that you're walking into a store, or you want to take photography for somebody and you're in person meeting them, and they say, "Hey, I'm not looking for it right now. Do you have a card or anything that I can have and call you at a later date?" And then you don't have a business card. Well, the business card is going to solve that solution, because you're going to hand it to them, and at some later point in time, they're going to be able to contact you, and you're going to get the job. So it's going to help you look professional. It's going to be able to bring clients to you at a later date instead of always instant gratification, which we have to learn is not something that's always going to happen. You can't always have instant gratification. So, business cards will help you to land more positions when there's not always a position open right away. And the next thing is that honestly, it just makes you look a little bit more professional. You have a piece of paper that clearly defines who and what you are, what you do, so you just look more professional when you have a business card to give to people. You know, every business out there, they probably have a business card for the main managers, and in the end, you are the main manager of your own business, so you should have a business card with your name on it and some contact information, so that at a later point, like I said, people can contact you. The next thing I'm going to talk about is how to get your logo designed. So that's a little bit different. Obviously, there's a lot of services out there that can provide a design service for you. I know of a few. I'm not even going to name a few because this is not a sponsored video, but there's a lot of design services that can do things like this for you. Personally, for this logo, I took some regular font and I just kind of messed around with it until I found something that I liked in Photoshop. And it was relatively simple, and I'm actually really happy with how this turned out. Otherwise, like I said, you can go about random design services. This is really simple. Like I said, it's just a font, and all I did was kind of cut out some pieces and then do a radial gradient on the background and put a drop shadow and change some of the colors. Very, very simple, but I feel like it's aesthetically pleasing and also relatively minimalist in most terms. The next thing I'm going to touch on is what to put on the back of your business card. So I'm going to cover up this middle section, but on the back of the business card, it's probably not focusing, but on the back of the business card, obviously, first things first, nice and big, I've got my name. So that's the most important piece, because they need to know who you are. That's what business cards are for. It's defining who the person handing them the card is. So under that, obviously, I have the company that I work for, which is my own personal company that I am creating. So I put the name of the company just below my name, and then also in 3, I have right below each other, email, phone number, and I have my Instagram handle. Now, obviously, you can add a 4th, which is really important in my opinion, but at this point in time, I don't see it as worth it for myself since we're just beginning. Business cards are relatively inexpensive, so at a later point when I open up a website, obviously I will get more printed and put that on there too. Now, a website is very important for a business, but I don't feel that it's completely necessary in the beginning stages. So I opted to not pay for that service and just work with my Instagram for now. So what we have is my email address so that they can email me with inquiries or whatever, or they can call and text me if they need to get in contact. And lastly, to view my portfolio, they can look at my Instagram handle to see what kind of photos I shoot and see if they'd be interested in hiring me for a job. Last thing I'm going to talk about is where to get your business cards printed, and that's pretty easy for the most part. There's a lot of services out there that'll print business cards for you. Online, you can find a ton, and also if you have a Staples locally, you can get your business cards printed right there. And for me, Staples was actually really inexpensive, and they had same-day delivery. Or it wasn't delivery, but I could go to their store and pick it up for myself. So I opted to go with Staples, and I got 250 business cards printed for just over $30. So if you do the math, it's about 12 cents a business card, which is a really, really great deal. So if I go and hand one of these out, and even if I only make $100, I already tripled the money on the entire set of business cards, and they paid for themselves. Really, really, really solid place. They did come out pretty nicely. I opted for the matte finish on the business card, and I am pretty happy with how overall they turned out. Alright, so that's all I've got for you guys today in this video. I hope it was informative, and I hope you guys go out and print your own business cards so that you can help to market your photography business whenever you're in a place that you think that you might talk to somebody who, could need your services someday. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and if you did, be sure to drop a like. It helps out the channel a ton, and I really appreciate it. Also, if you didn't like the video, hit the dislike button, because it shows me that I need to improve the content in some way, and drop a comment down below as to how I could improve that content too. Also, drop any other comments and questions down below in the comment section. I read them all and reply to everything, so be sure to do that. And last but not least, if you really did enjoy this video and you want to see more like it, then click that subscribe button, because I'd really appreciate it, and it really does help out the channel, and it grows us into a bigger community. So that's all for now. Signing off. Until the next one. Peace.